Hello, Drift fans, and welcome to Texas Motor Speedway, the Lone Star State, playing host to round 7 of 8 of the Formula Drift Black Magic Pro Championship. I'm Jared DEANE. Normally we're out on the track, but by my side once again is Ryan Sage. Ryan, great to see you, man. Texas Motor Speedway, normally, you know, NASCAR, IndyCar, you got so many different motorsports this weekend, all FD.
All FD, and a very big story to tell in the championship. 30-point spread between Osbo and DEANE. DEANE has done well here, Osbo has not. It's making for some great storytelling in this championship.
Well, Ryan, the factors are the drivers, the track, and of course the weather.
Yeah, this track at nighttime under the lights, very challenging to see for the drivers. If rain does come down, that's going to bring something completely new into this picture. But let's go talk to the drivers and get some insight from them here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Coming to Texas is great. It's pretty similar to St. Louis track, but it's fun. It's like a completely on throttle, committed track. Still a good switch up from the ovals, especially going into Irwindale, which is going to finish it off with that epic track and that oval, which is like the best oval that we run all year, I think.
Texas is great, I love it. Other than it's really hot and sometimes storms blow through. Otherwise, you know, the city, the state, everything is great, and we love coming out here. It's a good time, the people are nice, it's really fun. But yeah, it's just been pretty adverse weather all week.
I was expecting that the weather would be hotter. I even, together with James, we prepare ourselves with cool shirts, the one which flows the water through your shirt, and they were expecting that it's going to be really hot. It is hot, but it's more rainy than hot, sunny weather, you know. So that's let's say a surprise. But yeah, the track is good. Track suits us good, you know.
This is a nail biter of a track, and especially in chase position at night. The number one issue that I'm facing here is trying to see. You can't really see through the smoke going into turn 2, and I've lost rounds there. The event has basically been decided at that very treacherous entry into turn 2.
Yeah, so this year, coming back to Texas, it's great to come back, you know, having some knowledge on the track. And last year we managed to qualify first and finish up in first place here. So I felt pretty comfortable on the track, but it's such a challenging track to chase on, especially when the sun goes down. You can get caught out really easily. Last year we managed to pop out of the smoke at the right time every time. So I think that's the most important thing here, just focusing on a close chase run and not get blinded in the lead driver's smoke. So fingers crossed we can keep the same strategy we had last year for this year, and I'd be really happy if we can make it to the podium this weekend.
Drifting is the only motorsport in the world that is based on judging, so let's break down how that works. In head-to-head battles, the lead driver is supposed to run a specific judging line with as much angle as possible. The lead driver is setting the pace, but the chase driver is supposed to utilize the lead driver as a moving clipping point. Wherever the lead goes, the chase should go too. After 2 runs with each driver leading once, the driver that was the most consistent, most aggressive, and was able to show clear dominance over the other driver will win the matchup. For rules, criteria, and more information on Formula Drift, head to www.formulad.com.
Ryan, here is the grade 8, and this is how it shapes up. As you talked about, James DEANE has had some success here, but he's going against a former champ, DAIJIRO YOSHIHARA.
Yeah, this track definitely presents a lot of challenges for drivers, especially with the layout change that have been made from last year to this year. James DEANE sans bumper going up against DAIJIRO YOSHIHARA.
Can James DEANE also make this a perfect event? He is our #1 qualifier, initiating that big sweeper. He gets tight to that front clip, now going through that power alley.
Through that smoke line is DAIJIRO YOSHIHARA, as now both drivers transition. Great job by DEANE making it around and tight on that inside clip, and Dai has a big mistake on the inside.
James DEANE uses all of the track. He gets to that outside zone, then tightens it up across the finish line. Let's take a look at it again here, Ryan.
Well, Dai right here coming into that last outside zone, got lost in the smoke, it looked like, had to cut the line there and gave an advantage to James DEANE on run number 1.
Here we go, let's alternate the order. You can see the headlights are on, the track lights are on, and this is the factor we're talking about, how thick and dense that smoke is hard to see through.
Nice initiation there by DAIJIRO YOSHIHARA, back on throttle early, but once again, James DEANE in the chase position, so strong as he comes through the smoke line.
Look at that, you barely see James DEANE, they transition in. Remember, DAIJIRO YOSHIHARA had that major mistake at this point, but no, he puts it in the right place.
Well, you got to think about going back to run number 1. Dai did a great job in the lead, but had that mistake in the chase position.
You can see James DEANE zeroing in the smoke, not an issue for him at all. Transitioning through. Dai YOSHIHARA, like I said, he used that outside zone, but no, James DEANE advances on to the Final Four.
Moving into the Final Four. It's either going to be against Frederick Osbo or Ryan TUERCK, and competition's heating up, that's for sure.
Only one battle deep into the Grade 8. More Formula Drift when we return to Texas Motor Speedway.
Formula Drift on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Black Magic. Own your shine. By Air Force. Aim high. And by the Formula Drift app. Download the FD app in the iOS or Android store now.
Welcome back. The stars and stripes are lit up here in the sky, and we are moving on to our next battle, and this should be a good one, Ryan. This is an all Toyota battle, which is their home headquarters here in Texas, not too far from here. Frederick Osbo, the Norwegian Hammer, going against Ryan TUERCK.
Well, a win here for Toyota no matter what, but a very important battle for Frederick Osbo with regards to the championship as he takes on Ryan TUERCK.
Frederick Osbo leading, initiating strongly into that outside sweeper. Ryan TUERCK right there in that 2JZ Power Toyota 86.
Ryan TUERCK keeping the pressure on here, but Frederick Osbo moving to that outside zone, now transitioning over here to the touch and go, and TUERCK falls offline as Osbo moves forward.
A wide swing by TUERCK, shoots him off of that front clip, now zeroing in on that final front and the finish line, Ryan.
Well, the drivers talk about just how challenging that middle power alley is, and you can see here playing a role as TUERCK gets up on the inside, but then gets lost in the smoke as they come through the middle section.
Muscle memory, a key factor here. Ryan TUERCK will now be out front. These guys fairly equally qualified drivers as 4th and 5th. Osbo 4th, Ryan TUERCK qualified 5th.
Nice initiation there by Ryan TUERCK. Back on throttle early. A little bit of room by Osbo here. Do not want to get too far behind. Look at TUERCK pulling out ahead now as Osbo falls back. Ryan TUERCK through that inside clip.
Ryan TUERCK flexing a lot of muscle. Now Osbo playing catch up here and bringing it on home. Ryan, do you think we have a winner?
Well, very tough call for the judges here. You saw the back and forth with both Osbo and Ryan TUERCK making a mistake. So it will be a one more time, or will somebody get the victory?
Going to the judges, and you called it, Ryan, there, 2-1. They are going at it again. I don't know if you saw the fans lighting up the night here at Texas Motor Speedway. Who's going to be the lone star? Osbo leading once again.
Well, the importance of this battle cannot be stressed enough with regards to Frederick Osbo in the championship, and already TUERCK keeping the pressure on around the first turn.
Osbo with a strong lead run, cannot shake Ryan TUERCK, transitioning now 69.1 miles per hour past that front clip. That's where Ryan TUERCK had the mistake on the first battle, but now he keeps it tight.
Well, here we go with Ryan TUERCK closing the door finally on Frederick Osbo. He made some improvements on this second run, and that means Frederick Osbo has got his work cut out for him in the chase.
The mindset of a lot of these drivers with Frederick Osbo going for the championship, there's a lot of confidence behind the wheel of Ryan TUERCK because he knows he's going to put the car in the right places. So it gives Ryan TUERCK the confidence, says, look, I'm going to throw it right next to his door. But now Osbo, the rock star, needs to do that to the 86 of Ryan TUERCK.
TUERCK starting to grip up here. He was pulling a gap for a second. Now here comes Osbo through the smoke line. Can we find a winner here? You can see TUERCK goes off course and misses that inside clip. Osbo on the attack.
Ryan TUERCK dipped that tire, throws him out of shape, out of line, and now he tightens it up, but still some major mistakes there by Ryan TUERCK.
Well, that last outside zone certainly is going to be a factor there. Was Ryan TUERCK braking too much, causing that mistake by Osbo? We saw a lot of back and forth here, but now it's in the judges' hands.
Going to the judges, and Frederick Osbo, 2-1, gets the win.
Oh my God, that was a crazy battle. Not the cleanest from any of us, but we added some more grip for the one more time, and that was enough to seal the deal and move on against Ryan today.
Moving on to our next battle, Ryan Littoral from Riverside, California, making top 16, going against Chelsea DENOFA, with DENOFA getting that podium in St. Louis. He got third place, first time putting that Ford Mustang on the podium with his sophomore season.
Well, here we go. DENOFA, known for being a very aggressive driver, already a podium in last round. Big angle by DENOFA, but Ryan Littoral coming out of the gates here, very strong performance in the chase.
Yeah, Ryan Littrell in that supercharged V8 CoroWorks 350Z, the car operated by CoroWorks out of Atlanta, but Chelsea DENOFA, you can see him wide swing, getting all the way out there. Ryan Littrell does not. He shortens it up just a bit.
And you can see Littrell playing catch-up here, but DENOFA did not get out to that touch and go. Let's go on board here. You can see DENOFA getting through this section of the course with Littrell having to navigate his way through that smoke line.
All right, let's switch it up. Ryan Littrell now out front. He qualified 15th. Chelsea DENOFA qualifying 10th. Can DENOFA get back on the box back-to-back?
Real aggressive initiation there by Littrell, but does not shake DENOFA. DENOFA driving right through the smoke line and now putting the pressure on Ryan Littrell.
You can see Littrell, a small correction as he brings it around that front clip, out to the touch and go, out to the outside zone, tightening up Chelsea DENOFA right there in that smoke line.
And look at Ryan Littrell finishing strong here. DENOFA falling back a ways and having to pick up that rear end towards that last inside clip and the finish line. But from the beginning here, DENOFA had some moments where he kept the pressure on.
All right, you can see the flame shooting out of the back. Is Ryan Littrell going to continue his success here? No, it's unanimous. DENOFA gets the win.
I'm excited to go into the Final Four. Hopefully they can get Vaughn's car fixed, and I'm going to be battling him. If not, it's going to be Visick, but they're going to get this thing fixed, and he's going to get out there.
All right, Vaughn Gittin Jr. makes his way to the start line. He's going against Peter Visick, which both these guys' teammates are in. James Deane is fighting for the championship. He's going against Osbo in the Final Four, and one of these guys is going against Chelsea DENOFA. Is it going to be the Team RTR captain, Vaughn Gittin Jr., or the Polish hammer that is Peter Visick?
Let's find out here as Peter Visick takes a lead. Big, snappy initiation, getting on the inside, trying to keep it close here, but Visick pouring on the angle through that inside clip.
Peter Visick, his car very settled. Vaughn Gittin Jr. with that very loose setup, hitting that three-wheel motion. You can see it just bounce its way around through that power alley into this final outside zone.
Well, Visick very tight on that inside clip, almost over the line there, but you could see Gittin came up a little bit short on that last outside zone.
Well, Vaughn Gittin Jr. knows he is RTR, ready to rock. He's got to apply the pressure. Peter Visick got the victory last year at Irwindale here at Texas. Is he going to find himself in the Final Four? Vaughn Gittin Jr. leading, Peter Visick getting the chase.
Blazing through the chicane is Vaughn Gittin Jr. Peter Visick right there on the inside door of Vaughn Gittin Jr. driving through the smoke line, and already a great battle to start things off.
All right, they enter into the power alley. Peter Visick tucks in into formation. Now coming out of the smoke, tied to that front clip are both the drivers. That outside zone, Ryan, here we go.
Well, Visick keeping the pressure on right in front of the judges, and through that last inside clip was, whoa, and the Vaughn Gittin Jr. goes off course and blows through some signs.
I don't know what the signs did to Vaughn, but he says, nope, not today. So, Vaughn Gittin Jr., Peter Visick, you'd see riding shotgun there with that Monster Energy Ford Performance Mustang RTR, and Peter Visick knocks him out.
Probably there were some small mistakes I didn't even remember because everything was, I was so excited, to be honest. But I managed to go through, I'm in the top 4. Really, that's amazing. I'm very happy. And I do my best to meet with James. Hopefully he will do the same.
Formula Drift on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Nexen Tire, driving tomorrow. By Achilles Radio, tires you can trust. And by Falcon Tires.
Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway. There are no limits until we find out who wins here under the lights. As the fans are ready, they have their lights out, and the Final Four is set. Our first battle, James Deane and Frederick Osbo. Ryan, as you like to say, championship implications.
No doubt about it, and this very run right here might secure or lose the championship for either driver. A big uphill battle for Frederick Osbo, but the pressure is on to get the win against James Deane.
James Deane initiates strongly here as Frederick Osbo. You can see him slowly reeling him in, actually taking out that front clip, now into that power alley. James Deane using all the course, transitioning out, and now he's going to try to tighten it up to that front clip, and he does exactly that.
Well, we know both drivers are known for their consistency, and we're seeing that here. Frederick Osbo more or less keeping the pressure on. James Deane with a near-perfect lead run, and now they have to switch things up as we take a look back.
Really just starting to split hairs here as we get into the Final Four. The Irish flag a-waving in the face of the Norwegian driver. Now Frederick Osbo will get the clean air in that 4-cylinder turbo nitrous-charged Toyota Corolla hatchback.
This could be the moment of the night here as Frederick Osbo initiates back on throttle. James Deane right there on the door, keeping the pressure on, and he is known for doing this and coming through in the hard times.
Hence the name The Machine. His eyes are on the side of that Toyota Corolla and that Wurthouse Falcon Tires S15 Deane is applying the pressure to the former champ as well. Both these guys have a championship under their belt. They're trying to get their second here in 2018.
Well, for the judges here and those watching at home, was there a difference between those two runs for James Deane and Frederick Osbo? Did somebody do enough to get the win?
And there it is. James Deane advances on to the finals.
Oh, it's so hard to, once I get in the car and get pumped up, I think we can do just that again. That was pretty much on the limit, and it's really easy to make mistakes here, so I'm just going to go out there trying my best, and whether it's Chelsea or Peter, it's going to be an absolutely sick battle, so really happy overall.
Here we go, let's advance on to the other side of the bracket, the other Final Four battle. Chelsea DENOFA against Peter Visick. Remember, Chelsea podiumed in St. Louis. Can Peter Visick make it an all-Wordhouse Drift Team final?
Well, Visick, like a rocket ship out of the chicane, quickly initiates, but right there, DENOFA stays on the inside, does not want to let Visick get away.
Ready to rowdy, that's what it says on his windshield. That's his RTR acronym. And right now, Peter Visick using all the course. You can see him bouncing back and forth, shooting up that outside zone.
DENOFA through the smoke line, attacking here in that last outside zone. Great job right there, but Visick out front once again, very consistent in the lead.
You gotta love how Chelsea is throwing down here in that chase position. He's feeling confident, he's feeling better in the car. This is his second season behind the wheel of that BC Racing Nitto Tire Ford Performance Mustang RTR Spec 5D. Now he is out front with Peter Visick. You know he's gonna drop that Polish hammer. The Candyman is coming.
And DENOFA early on with that initiation, big angle there, but look at Visick right here attacking through this big, long right-hand sweeper, not letting DENOFA get away.
Yeah, Visick is everywhere DENOFA goes, but it's a great lead run here by DENOFA. Boom, right there on that front clip in this final outside zone, Ryan.
Very competitive battle here with both drivers, some high marks all around, massive smoke line by DENOFA to finish things up, and we have a humdinger here. Look at that right there by Peter Visick.
Unbelievable. Look at that composure. He is just so on and almost tapping him. Let's go to the judges, and Peter Visick is going to the finals.
I done some mistakes, and I don't know, it could be one more time. Then I see one more time, and I saying to the radio, through the radio, like, okay guys, prepare for one more time. And then second vote on me. I don't know, I'm speechless. Simply our dream come true because I can drive with James in the final.
More Formula Drift when we return to Texas Motor Speedway.
Formula Drift on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Black Magic. Own your shine. By NOS Energy Drink with Complex 6 for high performance energy and enhanced mental focus. And by Nitto Tire, fueled by enthusiasts.
Ryan, the finals are set and the stands are still packed to find out who will come out on top. Remember, there's one more round after this. That's at the House of Drift. So James Deane is thinking mathematically, if he beats his own teammate, he'll come out with a little more points. Peter Visick, you got to wonder, Ryan, are there team orders here because of that championship on the line?
Well, I know these guys love to battle it out. They have not got a clean one this year yet. Maybe this will be the one here at TMS. Can Peter Visick take out James Deane and already pushing the pace?
These guys have so much experience driving together all around the world, and James Deane, our #1 qualifier, wants to make this a perfect event. Peter Visick transitions right there again, shooting out that back cone in the outside zone. Here's that final outside zone. Peter Visick wiggles his way to the side of Deane.
Well, we expected fireworks, and that's what we got. Both drivers giving 100%. Driving through the smoke line here is Peter Visick as he tries to attack the door of James Deane.
All right, let's switch it up now. Can Peter Visick take out his own teammate? Visick out front, James Deane in the chase position. Ryan.
Well, both drivers giving it their all here. The final battle of the night. Will we find a winner? Already attacking is James Deane. Oh, but the front end washes out. And it looks like a mechanical because James Deane is not continuing. And it looks like Peter Visick will get the win here.
Yep, the Candyman, this is his victory lap, and we still have not seen the altogether perfect battle between these two teammates. Ryan, let's take a look at the replay.
Well, either way, this is great news for Frederick Osbo. This means James Deane won't get those extra points, and it's because, once again, he has a mechanical against Peter Visick.
And here it is. You know the result. Peter Visick gets the win.
With James Deane in second and Frederick Osbo in third.
Texas delivered on so many fronts. It was hot, it was humid, but eventually it delivered. Our points leaders both on the podium. Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Osbo, getting 3rd place, and then the Wordhouse Drift Team Falcon Tires duo of Peter Visick and James Deane grab 1 and 2. With Peter Visick grabbing the #1 spot, that means James Deane, our points leader, sits in 2nd here in Texas. Ryan Sage is with our winner now.
All right, well, thank you, Jared. I am here with your winner, Peter Visick. Now, Peter, you battled a who's who on your way to the finals against your teammate, James Deane. An unbelievable weekend of competition where you came out on top. Just take us through it.
Oh yeah, it was a very intense day for me. I was really close to being knocked out with Lawrence. One more time again with Field. Like, it was very intense for me. Then in the end, battling with James, oh, dream come true. Like, we were not even saying about it with each other, and finally somehow it happened and we are simply in heaven. Like, unbelievable. I'm so happy. We are having our flights tomorrow in the morning, but probably we'll skip it. This is amazing, man.
Well, congratulations to you. A true gift to the sport of drifting. Your winner here, Peter Visick at Texas Motor Speedway. We move on to Irwindale next, where we have a close battle for the championship. For everybody at Formula Drift and Jared DeAnda, I am Ryan Sage. We'll see you next time.
And here is the standings for the Black Magic Championship Cup, powered by Gumout. James Deane leads the pack, Frederick Osbo in 2nd, and Peter Visick in 3rd. Toyota locks up the 2018 Manufacturers Championship with still 1 round to go. And finally, Tire Manufacturer Championship, Falcon, Nexen, and Achilles. Those are the winners here in Texas, but remember, there's still 1 more round left. 15 years of the Formula Drift Championship commences at the iconic track, the House of Drift. Who will come out on top in the 2018 championship, and who will win under the lights? Please join us at the next installment of the Formula Drift Black Magic Pro Championship.